Late drama today in today's reverse Austria race here in my F1 25 driver career mode. But first of all, you missed the previous episode at Canada. I recommend you go and check that one out. That result leaves me 17 points behind the championship lead too. So yes, but obviously, speaking of Canada, somebody wasn't happy. Yes, that's right. Norris is unhappy with the no further action. You know, he lost his front wing plate. Now, obviously, if you haven't seen it, I recommend you go and check that one out because you'll see his onboards as well, where he's just, you know, chopping and changing at the steering wheel like there's no tomorrow. Come into that corner because he's not in control of his car. You know, it's an unfortunate racing incident, as I said. Norris, of course, Lando just fumed and said he should be disqualified for dangerous driving, but there it is. Interestingly, and there's another development here, his team, McLaren, silence. Absolute silence from them. In Brazil, when we had this scenario, they were backing Norris. Here, they're not. Believe what that will mean? There might be speculation about, you know, obviously there isn't going to be a full series of this career mode, I can confirm, but, you know, if there was, just saying, McLaren could be an option. Back to our current career mode and our current team. R&D is the surface image. We've got 898 resource points. Minor drag reduction, minor DRS are available, but I'm thinking we're going to go the Sashi side. I haven't done any Sashi side. There's two majors available, weight reduction and weight redistribution. Now, I've had a thought about this, and obviously I want to try and get both on as soon as possible, basically. It's just about which is a priority first. Tyre wear is not available as well. I mean, again, possibly bugged. But this major weight reduction unloads a couple of upgrades. I can't rush it, but, you know, fingers crossed, it's got a 0% failure chance. It should come in for Belgium, which should be out next week. So, yes, McLaren have brought a small upgrade, has had Mercedes and Racing Bulls. Those are the only changes here in Austria. Very interesting to see how we get on engine-wise. We were 3 miles an hour slower than everyone else in terms of top speed in Canada. So, yes. I have had to put, though, the rear downforce up about 5 clicks from where I was in time trial. That's just where the car is, unfortunately. It's still, despite me putting those upgrades on, doesn't still have the best feeling on the rear end. It needs a bit more stability as well. It can be very snappy on the rear, and you can see there I'm already having a little bit of a moment there. So go through turn 2. As I come then through, by the way, first sector I'm awful at in this circuit, as it's the final sector. I think I'm slightly worse going backwards than forwards in terms of the final sector as well, and it's pretty much up to this, what is turn 4 going forwards. After this is where I'm going to make a huge amount of time as well. I think I've got like 15.8 wings. I think in time trial I was able to get around comfortably 15.3. So yeah, there is that disparity there as well. I'm getting a lovely tow from one of the Racing Bulls too. So the junior team helping that. Sainz is down here as well. He needs to get a move on, because we can't have Carlos Sainz down here at the back. He's not had a great last couple of races. Half a second improvement. Where's that going to be? Come on, tell me. Where am I going to be? That's P10. P10. So, not too bad. Leclerc, I don't know. Did he fly around on his lap or something to be 8/10 clear? Who knows? But I'll definitely take P10. It's something I can work on. Norris is down here as well, but obviously I'd love to have, you know, Leclerc down here as well. See what we can do though from 10th grid. It's time for the race of today's Austrian Grand Prix. So Sainz has taken the penalty. I mean, whoever took that decision at Red Bull's home race, pretty poor. Yeah, you know, someone might be getting the chop from that. Too. Race strategy is a one-stop from hard to medium as well. So, you know, tyre wear we know for me is awful on this year's game. So we'll try the reverse and hopefully have better tyres at the end. 5 lights then, the Austrian Grand Prix, and away we go. Can I get in front of Norris? That's the early target. Leclerc will have to wait. We'll have to think about later. Get in front of Alonso here. Down the inside of Ocon, get me the space, Esteban, thank you. Yes, there's a bit of contact with Ocon. I'll run wide a little bit. The FI did give me a warning and having a go. Gasly, I think there was a bit of contact there with Lando Norris there, so I went a little bit wide. With the understeer, here's a replay then, look how wide I'm going. Norris puts his car there and there is a bit of contact as well. Fortunately for Norris, his front wing is still intact, so that is good news. You know, I don't want him to leave that, and I'm going to send it on Gasly here at this corner, going way too slowly into that corner. Forwards, by the way, is worse. They are way slower going forwards than they are going backwards at that corner as well. And Norris is being overtaken by Fernando Alonso, so this is good for me, having Norris go backwards. I just need to now focus on getting Leclerc. Norris is going to go there. Oh, he's made contact with Alonso. He's driven into the back of Fernando Alonso, and he'll have to come in surely to get that front wing replaced, potentially. We'll have to wait and see. As I'm now on the back of Alex Albon using ERS and DRS to get past the inside for what is the final corner, and a comfortable move. And that is probably the textbook manoeuvre going backwards here, you know, into this, what is this final corner. You know, we don't see too many overtakes at that corner in going forwards, but obviously reverse, it does open up as well. As now we've got Russell and Piastri battling. I've decided to follow Piastri through. I had to make a choice there, and obviously Piastri had to push up the corner. I'm going to try and get both of them here actually, and move up onto the podium. So after 3 laps, I've gained 7 places, and I mean, this is just a lovely move round the outside, getting past Russell, the traction out turn at the penultimate corner, and then obviously getting Piastri textbook manoeuvre around the outside there. Meanwhile, 1,000 years behind is Carlos Sainz, who's not doing anything, so that he's having an absolute stinker. Norris has pitted, and he's currently in last. Can he make it all the way to the end on those hard tyres? That would be dismal for player tyre wear, because the player would not be able to make that manoeuvre. As that is not Albon's failed overtake there with Gasly. Interestingly, at that corner, it seems that defending the outside is the way to go. Now, I'm going to jump to lap 13. Not a lot else happened. You know, I've been closing in on Antonelli. Leclerc made his pit stop the lap before, so anti-Russell. So I'm just going to try and get the mid part, get up. 2.3 second stop, that's very good. I'll take that. You know, it's one of the quicker pit stops unless you're double stacking on an F125, in which case you'll still lose time anyway, as we saw in Imola, but I'm still annoyed about that. As well as we exit the pit lane then. Unfortunately, Albon has jumped Russell, by the way. Unfortunately for Albon, he's now being slowed up by Lance Stroll in the racing ball, so that's not helpful for him. He's given us a 3.5 second gap to myself and Antonelli has had a poor exit out of there. I'm going to try and use the best amount there, and the speed comes there. That is the difference potentially between the Mercedes and the Ford engine round the outside then to make that manoeuvre, and up to P2. So as well, Norris though, he's in the points, so despite him having a front wing change and pitting on lap 2, he's in the points. He's going to go round the outside of Pierre Gasly and get that position as well, and that is Lance Stroll, who has made his pit stop. Did come out ahead of Sainz as well, just rub salt on the wing, but unfortunately for Lance, his engine is given up and he's out of the race. No safety car sadly deployed. Well, we'll see about that, as that is Piastri getting past Antonelli as well for P3, and that's Behrman has lost his front wing at that corner too, and that's going to bring out a virtual safety car. So at this point the gap is what, 2.5 seconds to Piastri. That's what I'm thinking about. Leclerc is 1,000 years in front, so unfortunately I'm not able to challenge the Ferrari. But tyre wear, look at them, 28% on the rear right. That is not great. 12, yeah, Piastri has closed that gap, as has Antonelli, and this is the problem position, what is turn 1, and there's a bit of contact there between myself and Piastri. I need to see on board what happened, whose fault is this as well. So I'm just going down the inside, and then there's a bit of a twiggle. I mean, that could be a racing incident. I mean, it's a bit unfortunate. I'm just trying to... I don't know. I think I thought I was past at that point. I didn't want to make contact with Piastri. As well as he's sending up the inside there. I'm going to cut that off as well. But yeah, I didn't want to make contact with Piastri. And that's Hulkenberg with the Spinala. And I can tell you with this one, Hulkenberg and Colapinto have both been disqualified because Colapinto's refusing to reverse, and Hulkenberg can't get out of that as well. But yes, on the Piastri incident, obviously I didn't want that to happen because it gives Norris another position. So realistically, you know, it's not what I wanted to happen. Absolutely not. But it has happened again. Second time in 2 races, contact with McLaren. This time it's with Oscar Piastri, Norris's teammate. It's a bit unfortunate. Yeah, didn't want to make contact, but you know that sometimes does happen. And Norris, the jammy gets P6 as well. Sites did improve there to get what, second to last, but I mean 16th, not great. It is a double podium though, 2 podiums in a row. The gap is now 15 points to Leclerc, who takes the lead of the championship as well. He really gained on us both today, and that's going to be a problem. If myself and Norris or McLaren are too busy squabbling, then that's a problem. It is becoming a 3-horse race, but you know, never know in Formula 1. Anything is possible. There is still plenty of racing still to go. But yes, that though, ladies and gentlemen, is where I'm going to leave it today's video. I hope you have enjoyed it. If you did, leave a like, subscribe to the channel if you see plenty more F125 driving videos and F126 DLC content as it when it comes out. Next episode at Silverstone has already been recorded, so that'll be out on Friday as well. Yes, all that is left to say a huge thank you for spending a quarter of an hour of your time watching this my F125 driving video. Until the next video then, I'll see you next time. Take care, thanks so much for watching, enjoy your day, and goodbye.